So a couple weeks ago, we bought an Orange County chopper bike, and the next obvious logical choice to do with it is run jet fuel in it. I've always wanted to see what would happen if you run jet fuel in your Orange County chopper bike, so let's see what happens. So to our surprise, when buying this bike, we found out that it had a stock Evo engine, making only 60 horsepower. A bone stock Harley Evo motor. Come on, man! Which for a big bad chopper was completely unacceptable. We needed more, we needed much more. And I'm hoping jet fuel is the solution. But before we go full on jet fuel, we're gonna test out racing alcohol, then Avgas or aviation fuel, and then jet fuel. But while we were warming it up, we got the first broken part of the day.
You hit that fan, Craig.
Did it break or did the adjustment?
No, it's in two pieces.
The adjust. Wow, look at the quality of that thing. No, that was actually not that was not stock.
Really?
Yeah, our boy, the guy who owned it last, he put
Put that nice twisted pretty piece on.
he put that nice twisted Chinese. How do you look
Busted right, yeah.
Is this the beginning of the curse?
Right? Didn't even get the whole way through and it broke.
The curse of the OCC bike. So we did our best to temporarily fix the linkage just so we can get some dyno runs done. See if we can get more horsepower out of it, because we need more horsepower out of this bike. In the name of science, we decided to pour jet fuel and aviation fuel into clear glasses and then put food coloring in them so we can see them when they mix together. But also thanks to science, we realized that food coloring does not mix well with jet fuel or Avgas. Life lesson: don't food color your jet fuel. And then I asked the guys what their horsepower predictions were while running racing alcohol.
Oh, we think we're going to gain 2 because the jetting's going to be that far off?
Yeah, if we're leaning it out that way. It might.
Okay.
Well, you don't think we're going to gain anything?
You think we're going to lose.
Yeah, I thought it would lose.
All right, let's see what happens.
Well, it's very anticlimactic.
Yeah.
I was really surprised it wouldn't take any throttle at all.
They didn't like it.
No, not one bit.
What was that? Alcohol?
Yeah. Yeah, I thought for sure if I started getting, closing that up a little bit and turn the choke on and...
We'd get at least pulling through some throttle.
So the alcohol did not work?
I'm really surprised it won't even take any throttle with it.
Yeah.
Even not changing jets, which just to be able to give it some. I can't get anything even over like 8.
Is that a direct attack on Orange County choppers?
No.
I say we go to the Avgas.
The Avgas might be a little bit better, actually. Because you don't need near as the jetting size difference.
I'm surprised it runs without. Could put it like it runs and idles. Seems to be fine.
Yeah, it does. As soon as you just try and get any more, as soon as you start opening that throttle,
Right.
It's just too much air. Because like I said, usually your base for alcohol is just do double jet size. And we don't even know what generation this carb is, because this one might not even have an adjustable air bleed.
So this is Avgas, which is aviation fuel, which is what, like in crazy high octane, 100 octane. The bike didn't like the alcohol, but to our surprise, once we got all the alcohol out of the system, it seemed to run pretty good on the Avgas.
Yeah, 4 horsepower and 4 foot-pound.
Ain't bad for throwing some fuel in there.
It's only just a little over $2 a gallon more.
So let's do a 50-50 mix with jet fuel.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to ease it to the jet fuel.
Yeah.
Because it's being really temperamental as it is.
Yeah. Yeah, let's throw some jet fuel in there. Okay.
There's no rev limit on this, right?
Yeah, there is.
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
I mean, there's no rev limiter on the actual...
Yeah, it's got a limiter on it.
Oh, where? Like
it's in it. No, it's gonna be electronic. Like whistle sound?
Yeah. It started drying out the, I don't know, I don't know if that's drying out the cylinders.
That's what I'm thinking we're hearing piston screeching.
Yes.
Is that the dyno chart?
Yeah. So it kept going down. Like you could see the more and more that we were getting more and more fuel, jet fuel. We ended up, that very last one was 51 horsepower and 59 foot-pound.
But the first one was 64?
With the Avgas, we got 64 and 75. That was our most, yeah. You can see as it was getting more and more jet fuel, it just kept dropping.
What were our cylinder temps looking like?
I got them up to like 250 to try and help burn a lot of that off.
Yeah.
And then we were stabilized there. Last I checked it, that last one was like 220 or so. You know, about what you'd see out on the street with that.
That's normal.
I wouldn't be surprised if we were really close to a soft seizure.
We might be. I mean, we keep running it.
Seizure.
Yeah, that's what that screeching's got to be piston on the wall.
Yeah, it's washing.
Oh, absolutely.
It's washing the piston down.
All of the oil right there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So what you're saying is everything's okay.
And just when we thought this little Evo motor had kicked the bucket, it surprised all of us once again. We decided to do another run. Now that we were confident that the Avgas is completely out, this will be 100% jet fuel, a substance that I was assured would not run in this motorcycle. Let's see what happens.
That's all she wrote, Johnny.
I have never seen so much fire and black smoke coming out of a motorcycle. It was like a modified diesel rolling coal, which makes sense because jet fuel is closer to diesel fuel in the refining process. But what doesn't make sense is how it's actually running on it. Is it dead?
It's getting real foggy in here.
The thing is vibrating apart.
Dude, there's parts and pieces dropping out from everywhere.
We gave that Orange County chopper bike what it's been dreaming of its entire life, jet fuel, the nectar of the gods. And it was awesome. But to see the real side effects of it, we scoped the cylinders and checked the compression.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like there's some detonation damage there. See that on the...
Yeah, on the piston?
Yeah, right around the perimeter. A little bit now. 50. Not enough to run,
Not
that's
enough
for
to
sure.
What should it be?
Yeah, stock stuff's usually around like 160 to 180 psi.
Oh, wow.
They'll run like 90, you know, they'll still keep running, but...
Once you're below 90 to 80, you have to bump start it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we're definitely not going to get that thing going.
That ain't good.
I opened the throttle on the second one.
Oh, you did? Yeah. That's probably right.
Yeah.
So, you're saying it's broke?
Yeah, it's broken now.
All right, I think we have a solution for that.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
But before you count this chopper out, we have one more trick up our sleeves to get that big horsepower. It was clear that there was only one way to get the big power that we needed for the chopper, and that little 80-inch Evo motor was not gonna cut it. But I was always told that if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Well, it's broke. Now, about 10 months ago, we purchased the cheapest Ultra Classic at the auction. It had 142,000 miles, and we paid $2,000 for it. We bought it to put a Harbor Freight motor in it. And upon arrival, we noticed it had a 110 RevTech motor with a Baker 6-speed transmission. We pulled that engine out, and it's been sitting on the floor in the corner, waiting for its moment to shine once again, and now that moment has come. Which reminds me of one of my favorite Bible verses, James 4:5. You must also be patient, keep your hopes high, for the day of the Lord's coming is near. So you can see we got this thing wrapped up. It's better than new. We put a razor blade on there just to step up the danger factor, the intensity of it. It's not a real OCC chopper unless it's, you know, currently trying to kill you or cut you. The spikes was the old fad. Razor blades on your motorcycles is the new fad that I'm starting right here. No one spaces out their primary covered like Bikes and Beers County choppers.
That was not awesome at all.
We left the bike with Brandon, and with a little more tuning, he was able to squeeze out almost 100 horsepower. We also haven't had him look over the bike to make sure it was good and ready for what we were planning on doing with it next.
Here's the big moment.
No, we got 90 horsepower.
Yeah!
90, oh, there we go. 94 horsepower, 110 foot-pound.
Not bad.
You think there's more in there?
Yeah, there's definitely more.
Right.
Because the jetting's not right. Timing's probably a little, could use a little bit of work.
Yo, how did my shift linkage hold up?
Good. Yeah, it's broken, but the
Did you say it's broken?
yeah, it's broken. Look.
No.
Too much fuel. Do you have more fuel?
Still held up though.
Yeah, that wrench is holding on pretty good still.
Great. Well, guys, that wraps up the video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to check out this next video right here and subscribe. Notifications. We'll see you guys next time. We have a lot more we have a lot more stuff in store for that bike. You're gonna want to see it.